You can be fully booked, have raised prices, and hustling from open to close, and still hit a ceiling. Now, that ceiling has a name, and it's called service only income. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to break through it. Now, in this video, I'm walking you through a three-phase framework for creating your own hair care product line, starting from the chair you're already standing behind. Now, you don't need a manufacturing plant or a massive budget. All you need is to package your expertise the right way. And if you stay to the end, I'm going to tell you exactly how to get started, even if you've never formulated a single product in your life. Now, let's talk about some of the problems that come along with being a hair care professional. The main problem is that your income is capped by your appointment book. And we all know that business can be up and down. You can have one sick day or one slow season, and that can cause some serious financial stress. And here's the part that nobody talks about: you can be talented, educated, and fully committed to your clients, and still find yourself starting over financially every single month. Because when you're service only, there's no residual. The moment you stop working, the money is going to stop too. Now, another problem is sometimes the work you put in doesn't always carry over. Your clients leave your chair and they go home to products that completely undo your work. Now, you spend an hour restoring the scalp, and then they go home and apply something full of sulfates, mineral oils, and synthetic fragrance. And then they wonder why they're not seeing results. But this gap between your results and their at home routine opens up a huge opportunity for you. Now, over the years, I've seen many clients with severe dry scalp, and I've always used the remedies hair care manufacturers recommended. You know the products, the dandruff shampoos that tingle, astringents, moisture masks, all the things. But nothing seemed to work. Year in and year out, I saw dry, flaky scalp. That's when I decided I needed more training in natural and holistic remedies. I became a certified trichologist and studied holistic formulation, learning how natural ingredients work with the body instead of against it. And that training changed everything. Now, not soon after, I created a scalp exfoliating system comprised of shea butter, Dead Sea mud, and essential oils. And guess what? It worked. My clients loved it. Word spread, and I received many referrals. Then clients were requesting to purchase the system to use at home for their spouses and other family members. And that's when my first shelf ready product was born. Now, all of a sudden, I was able to step into the massive hair care products market, and I was successful because my expertise gave me an edge that the neighborhood beauty supply store simply could not touch. And here's what I want you to understand: there are actually ascension levels to this. You don't have to start with a full shelf ready product line. You can begin with customized in-salon treatments tailored to each client's specific scalp condition. Now, that alone can elevate your service menu and allow you to charge premium pricing. Now, from there, you can offer VIP custom blends, which are personalized take home products formulated specifically for that client. And when you're ready, you can move into shelf ready products that anyone can purchase. So just know that there's levels to this, and you decide where you want to start. Now, when most hair care professionals decide to try and start their own product line, they opt to go private label way. Now, it sounds quite easy. You pick a formula, you add your name, and then you sell it. Simple. But in reality, it can become quite expensive because if you cannot clearly articulate what you need, you're going to find yourself with a generic product that you just can't stand behind. Then you end up with inventory that you resent. And because you had little or nothing to do with the formulation, there's no real story behind it. Because stories not only tell, they sell. And without that story, You're just another bottle on the shelf competing with brands that have $1 million marketing budgets. That is not a fight you want to have. But the fight you can win is the one where your knowledge, your results, and your relationship with your client makes you the obvious choice. So there's an easy fix to this. You start with knowledge and not a manufacturer. Now, there's a framework to creating your own hair care products and treatments, and it is comprised of three phases. Now, the first is to recognize you need to pay attention to what patterns you see in your chair every day. Is there dryness, thinning, inflammation, or product buildup? Because your clients are literally telling you what they need every single appointment. And this is where your product line starts, not in the lab and not with the manufacturer, but right there in your consultation. Next is formulate. Now, this is where you learn about using powerhouse ingredients, things like carrier and essential oils, butters, muds, and tinctures. Then you test, you refine, and you build something you can explain and your clients trust. Now, this phase is where most hair care professionals feel intimidated, but it doesn't have to be complicated. When you have the right training, you learn to look at ingredients the way a chef looks at a recipe. You understand what each one does, and you know how to combine them for the result that you want. And last is market. Once you receive training, your results are your marketing. When you are trained properly and you are clear on who you serve, what you solve will do the work for you. So you're not just selling a product, you're offering a solution. And solutions sell themselves when the person recommending them truly understands the problem. Now, what you actually need to create successful hair care products and treatments is a deep understanding of common scalp conditions and what's needed to alleviate the symptoms. You need proper formulation training and an understanding of natural ingredients and essential oils. And when you're ready to create shelf products, you'll need proper bottling, labeling, and FDA compliance knowledge. And yes, there are government standards for cosmetic labeling that most hair care professionals have no idea exist until they're already in trouble. So, getting that right from the beginning saves you time, money, and headaches down the road. You'll also need a consultation blueprint so recommendations feel natural and the obvious next step for your clients. Because creating the product is only half the work. Knowing how to introduce it, explain it, and connect it to your client's specific need is what actually drives sales. And from that, you'll create a brand that's rooted in your expertise and not borrowed from someone else's formula because you already have what it takes. You just need the framework. So, if you are a hair care professional and want to learn more about creating your own products and treatments, I want you to scan the QR code on the screen or click the link in the description box to check out my free masterclass. And remember, your hands have been healing people for years. It's time to let your products do some of that work. You already know more than you think. Now it's about packaging it the right way. Offer solutions, grow your business, and build your brand. I'll see you next time. Bye.